Investigations are still ongoing into a building that collapsed in Thailand a week after a devastating 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Myanmar. The probe aims to understand why that one particular building in Bangkok collapsed, since the standard of every building in Thailand should give them the ability to tolerate earthquakes. However, with search and rescue operations still ongoing, the investigation committee says that site is still not fully accessible for investigators to get samples from. More than 100 workers were working on that site when the 30-story skyscraper crumbled, killing at least 15 people, with more than 70 still missing. Meanwhile, assistance in Myanmar has been complicated by an uneasy ceasefire, with the UN's Human Rights Office accusing the country's military of limiting aid to affected areas that are not under their control. More than 3,100 people in Myanmar have been confirmed dead, thousands injured and hundreds still missing. For more, we have CNA's Saksith Saiyasombut in the Thai capital, Bangkok. Saksith, that investigation, a preliminary one, will stress into that the collapse of the high-rise building under construction in Bangkok. It's just one, the only one, to collapse, triggered by that quake from Myanmar. What initial findings have we got so far?
No, indeed. There has been some anticipation into this preliminary report, or rather the committee findings, but they have emphasized that it's just been a week, so it's way too early to make and to draw any conclusions whatsoever about the collapse tragedy behind me. But they also emphasize, since the rescue operations are still ongoing, they haven't been able to actually take a deeper look at it whatsoever. But they're also emphasizing, and we have to emphasize that this is a team of engineers and civil engineers and experts in their fields, that they are saying that the building codes, which all buildings in Bangkok and in Thailand are built, are up to standard, and that all the buildings that are still standing since last week are evidence of that, except for the one that is behind me there. There has been some focus in the leading days to this on the steel bars that have been used in the building behind me, that there is the insinuation that substandard bars have been used, that their initial findings have found that these steel bars are of poor quality. And of course, this focuses, this puts a focus and spotlights on the companies involved. The company, it's a joint venture between a Thai construction company, Italian Thai Development, and a Chinese state-owned company, China Railway Number 10. That is the company that has built that site, and also the steel bars are produced by another Chinese company. So that is the point of focus that is going to be put in the next coming time. Interior Minister Anutin Charnvirakul has said that it will probably take months until there is a final, conclusive report into this.
Oh, as you mentioned, Saksith, it is just a week since that earthquake. And in fact, the investigation, the committee is stressing that it has not been able to get full access because search and rescue is still ongoing. Where are we on search and rescue at that collapsed building site?
Now, if we take a look at the site behind me, as you said, the rescue operations are still ongoing. You can see that heavy machinery, diggers and cranes are working very hard to work through that mountain of rubble behind me. Now, there has been some hope in the last 48 hours of signs of life, but Bangkok Governor Chanchat Sittipan has said that unfortunately they have not been able to locate the possible survivor there, and he has said that they are slowly shifting away from a rescue operation to a recovery operations. Dozens of construction workers are feared to be inside there, and now with over a week, of course, hopes are dimming very quickly. As for the rest of the city, the feeling is that it's slowly coming back to normal. I mean, as we said before, that given the severity of the earthquake last Friday, and that behind me was the only collapsed site, and everything else is still standing, goes to show that, things are slowly back to normal. There is still some anxiety among Thais as well, but the rest of the city is still standing. But however, there's also going to be the question about what exactly happened here Well, in the rest of the city, and just to give you an idea, we're in the Chatuchak era. The Chatuchak weekend market is just over there. That has reopened again a day after the quake, and it will be opening on this next Saturday as well. So in the larger sense, life goes on in Bangkok, but of course, people will be, of course, remembering what has happened here.
Oh, thanks. Saksith Saiyasombut, they're live for us in Bangkok.